Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everyone along this afternoon. We're going to have a wonderful session. It's quite exciting to have Rochelle McDonnell here. Rochelle is a business strategist and coach, and she has some very interesting techniques that she applies, not only with her in her authoring, coaching, she works with businesses, but she uses a lot of intuitive guidance to activate the support mechanisms and to bring through the intuitive truth in a supporting way when she actually works with people. So it brings out that not only innate knowledge, their intuitive knowledge, and all the mind stuff as well, but it's fairly balanced through the other aspects. And she's quite skilled at the work she does. So this is a very exciting workshop to be participating in. So let's welcome Rochelle to the stand and give her a huge round of applause. Thank you, Rochelle.
All of those people that went, oh my goodness, this is business, just take a deep breath and relax, because this is about really setting the scene for you to have what you desire to have. Yeah. And even though I work in that business space, I am a practitioner, I work in a healing space, I work intuitively in a healing space, and I bring through the guidance that comes through, and we've had some amazing things happen today. It's kind of blown me away, so if I'm a little bit out of it, that's why. But the purpose of today was to really set your intent for the positive change that you want for yourself. So when we talk about intent, we talk about desire, we talk about our passion, we talk about those things that we want different, that we want change. So we look at our life and we go, I may not be in the place of health and wellness that I want to be in. I may not be in the place of wealth and prosperity and the finances and all of that struggle that I want to be in. I may not have the job that I want, or the business that I want, or the outcomes that I want from my life in the different areas of my life. And so we have this struggle, we have this conflict. And I honestly believe, and I'm going to give you the foundation of my belief system, is that you are source energy, because source energy is in you, which gives you life. It's the very essence of life itself, is in the cells of your body. That's what gives you life. So intuitively and innately, you have a connection that is energetic, that is spiritual, that is outside of yourself. And we often don't recognize it, but we have this intuition. We might think, oh, I feel this, and so we act in a certain way based on how we feel. I feel something happening here, so we act in a certain way. Have you ever driven down the street and gone, I don't want to turn down that street? And you don't know why, but you just have this strong sense that you don't want to go down there. And then you find out that there's been a nasty accident or something not very unpleasant has happened in that space. And you go, why did I not go down there? Something intuitively held you in that moment to protect you, to help you avoid that. Has anyone had that experience? Yeah. And you kind of go, oh, I'm not too sure about that. Other times it might be in your business, you think, I really feel the need that I must do this. And everybody goes, oh, don't do that. That's not how you do business. You can't do it that way. And there's something in here that's going really strong that says, no, I really know that it's right, but I might not know why I know it. But you have a knowing that's beyond knowing. Ever had those moments where you just know something beyond knowing? You don't know why you know it, but you just know it. And so then what do? Do you step into it, or do you step away from it? Most of us step away from it because of fear. We step away from it because people say to us, you can't do it. It's not done that way. It shouldn't be that way, so you can't do it that way. So we step away from it. And then we feel this uneasiness. And then the struggle starts to happen. And then we start to feel a little bit of anger, a little bit of sadness. And nobody does anything right. Have you noticed that when you're in that place? Nobody says anything encouraging. You just feel like this little isolated bubble going along, and you think, where's all the support? And it's because you've moved away from the purpose. You've moved away from that intuitive space that is within you, that is taking you along the path that you want to get to. We're just setting the foundation for what we're going to do in a little while. What I want to set is your intent for the change, that positive change that you want in your life. What is that positive change that you want? And how focused are you in that negative space? How focused are you on that lack of health, that lack of wellness, the lack of finances, the lack in your relationships, the lack in your business, the lack in your creativity? Where is your focus? Is your focus on what's not working, or is your focus on what you desire to be different? Where is your focus? Because when your focus is on those things that are not what you want, all your energy is focused in that direction. All your thinking is, I don't want that. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of having to struggle. So we're focused on the struggle point when we need to turn away from that and see beyond that. We need to see past the conditions that we've put on ourselves and past the conditions that other people have put on us. And those other people's conditions are their words. You're not good enough, you'll never make it. Oh, don't do that. You have to be stupid to do something like that. What do you mean you want to start your own business, or you want to go traveling, or you want to try an alternative therapy for your health and wellness? And you get all that negativity. And then that negativity moves into you, and then you become, I'm not good enough. I can't do anything right. Nobody understands me. Why are things the way they are? And then we move to that place of sad, anger, frustration, overwhelm. And where are we focused? On the things that are not working, not on the change that we want, not on the things that we desire to be different, not on the health, the happiness, the wealth, the wellness that is innately a part of us. And people say, well, it's kind of not that way. We're supposed to struggle. No, we're not supposed to struggle. I don't know who created that lie, but it's a lie. We are not supposed to struggle. If we are source energy and source energy is in us and the source energy creates worlds, why are we struggling? We're struggling because we don't acknowledge the fact that we don't have to struggle. We don't ever let it go. We stand in that place of struggle and we almost wear it really proudly. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm really struggling today. I'm working really hard. Got up at 5 o'clock this morning, didn't go to bed till midnight because I'm going to build my business, I'm going to make this change, I'm going to struggle, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to prove myself. It's a lie. We don't have to prove ourselves and we don't have to struggle. If your source energy in the universe is all abundant and the energy that creates worlds moves in you and is part of your life force and is in the very cell of your being, even the scientists call it the God factor. There's this unknown component that is in the very essence of who we are, in the core of who we are. When we activate that and allow that to become all that we are, there is no need for struggle. The lie drops away and we see past the circumstances. Things become unconditional. We put conditions on what we do and where we are and how we feel and what we believe, and we don't move past it. All we see are the restrictions that are in front of us. And this activation, what we're going to do is we're going to start to set our intent for that change that we want and start to activate that cellular memory. Your body knows how to be well. Yeah? Your body knows how to be well. Every cell in your body knows how to live in health and wholeness. Every thought that you have is backed up by your inner self, good or bad. So if you move to a place of thought that is affirming, that is seeing the beauty of who you are, the wholeness of who you are, the creativity that is in you, the beauty that is in you, everything that you have come into this world with is what you need to move through this world. And we take on everybody's stuff and go, well, I'll have a bit of this, and I'll have a bit of this, and I'll have a bit of this, and it doesn't fit because we are unique in who we are. And the beauty that we have that is inside of us, that makes us complete, is perfect just the way it is. It doesn't have to change. We don't have to change and conform to be accepted by anybody else. The first part is to accept you, the beauty that is you. The essence of that source energy that is in you, that flows from you, that flows through you, that gives you life and creates life. And that is the energy that creates worlds. That is the energy that creates change in all things. So this activation meditation is about creating that positive change for you. What is it that you want to change? What do you want shifted in your life? Is it your health? Is it a sense of well-being? Is it joy? Do you want to move from a place of sadness to joy? Do you want to open up that creative expression that you know is within you and allow it to flow? And to stand in the place that is yours to stand, that is uniquely yours. Is it money? What is it? What is it that is your desire? What is sitting there? So just take a moment and just let that rise up. What is it? What is it that you desire? Is it a new business? Is it a new relationship? Is it a new place to be? Is it a sense of joy and delight in just living? Is that what you want to change? What is it? What is it that is deep in you? Listen to that for a moment. Allow that just to rise up. Yeah? Okay. Now that that's starting to rise up, just uncross your legs. Put your pens and papers down, your phones down. Just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath in and let it out with some force. Another deep breath in and let it out with some force. Now another breath and just let it out gently. As we go through this meditation, this activation, this process, is just breathe at the pace that is comfortable for you. I want you to start by taking in that next breath. I want you to breathe in the possibility that you are possible. I am possible. And breathe out anything less than that. Breathe in the knowing that you are. I am. And breathe out anything that's less than that. Breathe in love. And breathe out anything less than that. Feel that love at the top of your head, just moving through. Touching every part of your face and down your neck and through your shoulders, into your chest, around your heart, filling your lungs, to your stomach, down your hips, your legs, your knees, your feet. Just let it flow through you. Know that you are loved and you are loved and that you are worthy to have all that you desire to have. You are worthy to have health. Breathe that in. Breathe out anything less than that. You are worthy to have wellness in your body. Breathe that in. Breathe out anything less than that. If any thought comes up that says that's contrary to those thoughts, just let it go. Give yourself permission to be free from that thought. And just breathe it out and let it go. Now that thing that you desire, that health, joy, life, wellness, great relationships, a prosperous business, no pain, no struggle. Just hold that for a moment and just breathe in the fullness of that. Feel it. Breathe out anything that's holding you back from that space. Feel the joy of health moving through your body. Every cell activating, every cell communicating. That life force, that life energy moving through from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Just breathe that in and just breathe out anything less than that. Breathe in the knowing that you are able to do anything you set your mind to do. And breathe out anything that holds you back and that tells you otherwise. Just let it go in your next breath. As you take the next breath, just breathe in the joy of life. Let it fill you. Breathe out the sadness, the anger, and the despair. And in this moment, make a choice for that positive change that you desire. Hold that in your mind. Begin to feel it. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Feel the joy of that moment, of being past the circumstances, the restrictions, the words of other people. Just breathe in the knowing that you are possible. Breathe in the knowing that all the possibilities in the world, you are the greatest. Know that. Let that sink deep into you. Settle that into the depth of who you are. That every talent that you have, that the skills that you bring into this world, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, as a husband or a brother or a son, those relationships, the value that you bring to everyone you come in contact with, the love that you can share, the joy of those connections, the beauty of those connections, the knowing of those connections. Just breathe that in and feel the joy of that moment. Just let go of those thoughts that are negative on your next breath out. Just release them. Let them go. Revel in the knowing that nothing is impossible. To take your next breath in, just know that you are part of Source, and that Source energy that creates worlds, that brings change, that you are able to do anything you set your mind to do. That life and love and health and wealth and happiness and joy is part of this life. You don't have to be held in a place of not receiving and giving to yourself. This is a moment of giving to you. You deserve to be given to. Allow that to move through you. Give to yourself the love, the joy, the peace that you're seeking. Breathe it in, knowing that energetically it already is, and allow it to become part of you. And as you breathe out anything that is less than that. Enjoy the knowing of just knowing that you don't know. Just allow the unknown to be unknown without the angst and the frustration of having to find an answer. And in this moment, make a choice to allow. Allow the abundance that is yours to flow to you, that is held for you, that is yours to walk in. That is your birthright. Allow that to flow to you. Make a choice to allow, to be in this moment, to truly give to yourself. And allow that energy to flow through you, the top of your head, all the way through your body, and out through your toes. Just receive it. And those negative thoughts, as they rise up, just breathe them out on the next breath. Just let it go. Don't hold on to it. The negative words that are forming, just let them go on the next breath. Just breathe them out. You don't need them. Your body knows health. Your body knows how to live. Your body knows what it needs. Your body is part of Source, and Source flows through you and is in you and is in the very cells of who you are. Allow that Source energy to activate in you and to create the change in your health and your wellness that you desire. To release the pain, the sadness, the frustration, the overwhelm. Just let it go. Just breathe it out in that next breath. Just take a deep breath in and just let it out. Another breath in and out. Just wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. Become aware of your feet. Feel them. And when you feel ready, just open your eyes. Reconnect. Just keep staying that pace of receiving, of feeling, of knowing, of becoming. It's all about becoming. It's not about learning. It's not about struggle. It's about becoming. It's becoming fully you. Yeah? Fully you. Fully alive in yourself. Fully connected to that inner you. That intuitive you, higher self, whatever word you want to use. Source, God, the universe, spirit guide, whatever fits for you. Whatever you believe, whatever your spiritual belief, your energetic belief, embrace it fully. Stand in it fully. To me, there's no right or wrong. There is no is and is not. It just is. So whatever you believe it fully. Stand in the fullness of what you know. And trust that intuitive self as it rises up. Because that's the source energy in you. That's that God component, the universe, whatever you want to call it. That's that part of you that goes, I've got your back. I know what you need and I'm going to go with you and make it happen. In your health, in your wealth, in your wellness, in your relationships, in your business, in your family. It's that joy. And that's what we miss, is joy. It is in joy that things change. It's in standing, and it's allowing that, that higher vibration in ourselves that brings joy. So I want everyone to smile, because there's some pretty glum faces out there. Smile. Feel that joy. Feel it. Allow it. It's here. It's feeling. I'm feeling it. I start laughing. We did a healing yesterday and I couldn't stop laughing because the joy. And joy changes your cellular vibration. It raises your cellular vibration. And when your cellular vibration raises, your physical body changes. Health starts to move through your body at a rapid pace. Your blood vessels actually go from being flat to nice, round and plump. Something changes in the chemistry in your brain. Joy. We've lost the joy in our society. We've become isolated and disconnected. This is a moment to reconnect to self and to find the joy in life and the joy in living and really be in love with joy. Feel it, express it, allow it to become a part of who you are. Don't be afraid to laugh and to smile and to dance and to sing. We've forgotten how to do those things. We've become so self-conscious. We're all on a little Facebook. Oh, I got another like. Oh, another like. Oh, there's my joy. No. It's bigger than that. Hey, it's not here. It's out there. And it's in here. So it's finding that place in yourself and allowing that to flow through to you. When I work with people in that healing space, it's always about what is it you want. If you haven't asked, you don't get. Yeah? What is it you want? And that was part of today. You've asked. Now it's about receiving it. Not focusing on what you've asked for, that positive change that you wanted to create. Don't keep looking at, oh, it's not here yet. Oh, it's still not here. Don't do that. It's over here now. You've asked, you've received. It's about allowing now. Allow it to flow. Allow it to happen. Allow it to become a part of you. See it, feel it as it is done. Not happening, not kind of, might have, ought to, sort of happen, but that it's done because you've asked. Allow, ask, and you'll receive. Every sacred text, every scripture, every spiritual teacher talks about it. Ask and you receive. Press down, shaking together and running over. That's it. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Today you've asked for positive change. You've asked for a desire that you have. You've asked for it to be released. You've put it out there energetically, spiritually, whatever words you wish to use. Allow it to flow to you. It's not in struggle that we make it happen. It's in standing in the knowing that it has happened. And that's a tough concept to grab sometimes because our brain gets in the way and says, that makes no sense. And I'm not saying we just sit on our butt and do nothing and go, I really want my business to grow. I really want my relationship to change. I'm just going to sit here and allow it. Well, there are some things we need to do. We do need to take positive action. But it's action that flows from our inner self. It's action that flows from our intent to create that change. It's action that flows energetically, intuitively, connected to our inner part of ourself and connected to that energy that is outside of ourself. That's where the power comes from. That's where the energy comes from. That's where you become energized. That's why you're like super bunny. And usually those people, they sort of see it, they ask for it, and then it happens. You know, people like that. It's because they understand allowing. They understand allowing. And I keep saying, we've taken on this lie that we have to really struggle and work hard to make it happen. Yes, we need to do certain things. We need to take action. We need to do what we need to do, but without the struggle. It's in that allowing place. Yeah? It's in that allowing place. Well, the energy is really strong in here at the moment. Has anybody got any questions that want to discuss anything? Is anyone carrying something that they want to let go? Is there something that you're just not sure about? Because we can explore that now and make that happen for you and get that shift and that change to happen. Yeah.
Just at the end of that process that we did, I just got this vision of a car that had 3 wheels instead of 4, and the one missing was the left one at the front.
Right.
Just wondering what that might mean.
3 wheels. Well, a car with 3 wheels instead of 4 isn't going to go very far.
Well, it was actually moving because the right wheel was a little bit closer to the middle, but not right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my understanding is left is usually protection. Right is usually doing some energetically. So I'd say you probably dropped your shields down a little bit and opened yourself up and let people walk all over you and you don't feel like you're in control of your life. That's how I would interpret that. Do you want to turn that mic off? That's how I would interpret that. Is that you just kind of let go and go, okay, that's it, it's all too hard. I'm just going to do what everybody else wants me to do, even though it's my car and it's my wheel and I've got the road map and it's my life. I'm just going to jump in the passenger seat and let somebody else drive and do what everyone else wants me to do. And you've stopped taking care of yourself, you stop nurturing yourself, you stop protecting yourself. So I would say very lovingly and very gently, get back in the driver's seat and start to take care of you and allow it to flow to you. Allow yourself to give to yourself instead of giving out, giving out, giving out. So I see giving out, giving out, giving out, giving out, giving out. Nothing's coming back, nothing's coming back, nothing's coming back. Take what's coming back. Because people are giving to you, but I don't need that, just move away, I don't need that. So take it and allow it to settle in you. Because it's part of your healing, it's part of your restoring. Okay? Is anyone else?
Hi, I just have a small question about meditation. When it comes to group meditation, I can handle it. I feel like I'm motivated when I see others doing it.
Right.
But when it comes to doing it alone, like when I sit down in a corner and something like that, it's like I start having anxiety and I feel like I'm wandering off and I can't sit in one place and I have to do other things. So I don't know how to deal with that.
Okay, have you heard of walking meditation?
No.
I'm meditating. Move. If you can't sit still to meditate, move and meditate. The purpose of meditation is to shut down all of that thinking and all of that high level anxiety and that overwhelm and just to be still. And when we're in a place of stillness, we can actually hear our intuitive self or our higher self. We start to understand what it is that we actually want, but we also open ourselves up energetically, spiritually to receive as well, to receive guidance, to receive confirmation of that intuitiveness that is within ourselves. So I would suggest you're trying too hard.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Don't try to meditate. Just be still, and don't kind of overdo it and go, I'm going to sit here for 15 minutes to meditate. Make it 1 minute. And then just enjoy that moment. Just be still and just sit. When I meditate in lots of different ways for me. What we just did was like a guided meditation, or was kind of an activation. When I meditate, there are times when I walk. I'll go down the beach and I'll just walk through the water, and I'll just feel the water and feel the sand and feel the wind around me, and I'll just drop everything that's going on and take some deep breaths. That's meditating, because you're being still and you're opening up. There are other times where I just sit in the lounge room, turn everything off, and I'll just be still. But it might only be for a minute, or it could be for 10 seconds, or it could be for 5 seconds. So just build up to it slowly. Don't overthink it, don't overdo it. Before I came up here and all this noise, I lay down on the massage table and was gone for 10 minutes. And like there's everything, there was belly dancing, I don't know what was going on. I heard none of it, because I just shut myself, closed off the mind, and just went into that space that's that what I call your core, or your inner self, that deep part of self. You know, when you feel that, sometimes at night time you feel it, when you finally get to bed and you sink into the bed and you just go this space, that's the kind of place that you're looking at getting into that meditation. So even doing that is just like just sinking into that and just going, I'm here, I'm just going to be still. Thought comes up, okay, I'll deal with that later, let it go. Thought, I'll deal with that later, let it go. Just even focus on your breathing, and the rest will come. Don't overthink it, don't stress it, just be still.
Okay, so can meditation be done anytime during the day, or is there a best time or something
For me,
like that?
anytime.
Anytime.
Anytime you want to meditate. Meditate right now. Up, done.
Okay.
Okay? Meditation, there's no rule. Well, there are rules. You know, there are different types of meditation and different, what's the word I'm looking for? Not modalities. Different practices have different ways of meditating. The Buddhists there's walking meditation, there's sitting meditation, you've got yoga, you've got, people meditate everywhere. Doing the dishes, mindfulness meditation, sitting there and doing your dishes, exactly, doing your housework, anywhere. Is just taking that moment to be still, and you can still be physically active. And there are times when you can just be really still and physically still, and the emotions just calm down and the thoughts stop, and just focus on your breathing and just let things go and just open up. But I think we overthink it. To me, there's no right or wrong way. You find the way that works for you and you just go with it. And then explore and learn from other people if that's what you need to do. Thank you. Is there any other questions, any thoughts? You holding a question? Or just a breath? Yes.
Energy levels with regards to family and stuff, and maybe, hereditary stuff. And so you're trying to move forward, and then there just feels like these hooks that
Bring it a bit closer.
it just feels like hooks that pull you down.
Okay.
And so you're trying to
carry everybody else in some ways.
only because of age, your children, they are grown, not all of them, and it's a tricky one.
So here's the thing. Sorry. I'm laughing because I've just learnt this and I'm going, that's why that happened. I go out and work with herds, horses, yeah? And I was sort of having a chat with Sauce, because I call it having a cup of tea with Sauce. I have a cup of tea with Sauce. And I don't get this. I don't know why I'm out here working with all this energy and understanding the different levels in the herd energy. And so working with horses that, are really dominant and overbearing and creating all sorts of problems. And I'm not dealing with a horse physically. I'm working at an energetic level. And I'm going, this is really crazy. I don't understand it. And Sauce just trust me. No, I'm getting it. Because people are the same. Families are the same, communities are the same, businesses are the same, workplaces are the same. So when you look at the family energy, you've got your family, everybody has their own place. Yeah, we've got our physical place, And then we have our energetic place. And then what we tend to do, if we're what I call head mare or head stallion, we take on the energy of everything else. We have to fix everything. We feel like we've got to control everything. We've got to take care of everything because we're nurturers. Particularly women, we're nurturers. And some men are very nurturing, no exception to men. But we sit in that space, and then so we go, we have to look at what is physical, yeah? What is the loving mother heart that I want my children to have the best, do the best, where I'm giving all of myself because that's my role as a mother or a father. And then we move to the energetic place. Your energy is your energy, period. Okay, you are an energetic being in isolation. When we start to think, oh, I'm pulling somebody else's energy into my energy field and I'm pulling your... No, it doesn't work that way. It happens up here, outside of ourself. We feel pulled by it, but when we start to feel something in that energy field like we're carrying, it's sitting in our emotions, in pattern, not in our energy. It's thinking in our thoughts. I have to, therefore I should. I'm mum, I'm sister, I'm daughter, I have to take care of this, I have to look after this, I have to be responsible. And we say, oh, wow, that energy around that's really heavy. No, your thinking around that's really heavy. The energy is not heavy, the energy just is. What you're doing is creating a thought pattern that is actually weighing you down and not feeding you, and not allowing you to stand in your true energetic self, because you're taking on responsibilities and thoughts and emotions that are actually weighing you down. So when we start to talk about our energetic connection and our intuitive connection and working in that intuitive space, it's going, it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't change who I am. I am still me. I see what's going on outside of myself. I see what's happening to my children, to my parents, to the community that I'm in. But the effect of that on me energetically, I choose not to take. Will I react emotionally? Yes. Will I have thoughts about how I can create change and do things differently? Yes. Does it change my connection to source and to my connection to myself? No. Because I still am. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so particularly as mothers, and I find that with my own mother, bless her, it's just like she's still got to protect me, and I'm 57 years old. I love her to pieces. But that's the mother heart, yeah? That's the mother heart. And that mother heart is the most beautiful, it's amazing, the heart of a mother and what a mother will do to protect their children and what a father will do to protect their children. When we look at that, that has its own relationship in an energetic way. But as a mother heart, our energy is still here because we're still, but this is our herd, our children, our family, our parents, our grandparents, our community. But our energy comes in and it goes out. It comes in and it goes out. So it's in our actions, it's in our emotions, it's in our doing. It's in the physical, practical things that express our love and our concern and our care and our healing and our giving. But energetically, we can step away from that and still remain connected to the purity of who we are and deal with those thoughts that overwhelm, the hurt, the pain, all of that in a very different way. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you for the question. Is there any other questions, thoughts?
Oh, hello. Is that close enough?
Beautiful.
Just wondering about, I sometimes don't sleep at night with just if there's something on the next day. You know I need to go to sleep. I know I need to sleep, but I don't.
Okay.
Is there a way through meditation to turn that off?
I'll tell you how I turn it off. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. First thing I do, what can you do when it's time for sleep? The day's done. There is nothing more you can do. You're exhausted, you're tired, you've done a full day's work. So tell yourself that. There is nothing more I can do today, my day is done. Okay? The other thing too is in that space is that our mind gets really busy, yeah? and we start to plan and we think it's really because we're almost meditating as we start to drift off to sleep, because our body becomes still. And so that intuitive, energetic part of ourselves starts to go, ooh, it's playtime. So it's a matter of talking to it. I thank my body every night when I go to bed. Thank you for everything that you've done today. Yes, it's been exhausting, it's tiring, you've held me up, you've nurtured me, you've looked after me, I'm still alive. Thank you so much, you can now rest. And I tell you what, I don't even remember saying the rest word some nights. I'm gone. Because it's like you give yourself permission to go to sleep. So that may help. The other thing that may help is just focusing on your breathing. It's just lying there and just appreciating the bed. It's go, oh, thank goodness, it's so beautiful. It feels so nice. The pillow's so soft. Just love these satin sheets and these silk pajamas, or whatever it is. And just breathe, and then just breathing in, and I'm just breathing in peace and calm, breathing it out. And just giving yourself permission to be still. Giving your mind permission to, I don't have to work anymore, my day is done. There is nothing else I can do right now but sleep. Yeah? But it's that urgency. I've got to do more, I've got to do more. I haven't done, no, let it go. Give yourself permission not to have to do it. See if that works. Any other questions? Are you getting a workout today, Rihanna?
I just wanted to say to that lady there that one thing that I do if I'm busy in my mind and can't sleep is that I even will get out of bed and get a piece of paper and write the next day's name on, Wednesday or whatever, and just list out all the things that I'm going to be doing, and then I just walk back to bed and go to sleep.
And let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good way to do it. Alrighty. I have no idea what time it is, but I feel like we've kind of come to the end. I want to thank you, but before you leave today, I want you to go to 2 people in the room that you don't know. I want you to go up to them and I want you to go, thank you for being you and for all that you do.
Thank you for helping us.
Okay? 2 people before you leave. Affirm, embrace, enjoy, allow, and thank you for being part of my day.
Thank you.